Another great lesson we can learn from Hijrah is that Hijrah was a proactive movement to change. It was the proactive movement to change society. Muslims could have just decided to hide their identity, to pray at home, to not build any masajid, to not get involved, to not make da'wah. Women could have decided to not wear hijab and maintain their modesty. They could have decided to just blend in with their society. They could have decided not to confront injustices that were widespread in Meccan societies. But the Muslims did not do that. The Muslims stood up for that which was right. The Muslims endured a lot of persecution and a lot of torture because they stood up for the right thing. And subhanAllah, I look at our community today and I do not see us engaging our society the same way the Muslims were at the time of the Prophet ﷺ. And as Muslims, we live in a non-Muslim society. They lived in a non-Muslim society. They did not accept the status quo. And I think that sometimes we are not exerting the same effort that those wonderful men and women have. And I want us to listen to this beautiful ayah in the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu, O you who believe. So He addresses the believers here. Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu, ma lakum, idha qila lakum unfiru fi sabilillahi thaqaltum ila al-ard. Why is it that when you are called upon to stand firmly for the sake of Allah, you cling so heavily to the earth? Why is that? Why are you displaying this weakness of character? أَرَضِيتُمْ بِالْحَيَاةِ الدُّنْيَا مِنَ الْآخِرَةِ? Have you accepted the life of this world at the expense of the hereafter? Is it really true that you have accepted this limited short life and you have given up on the wonderful rewards of the hereafter? Is this what we have done? And subhanAllah, this is really so true. We are worried about the house, we're worried about the car, we're worried about the job, we're worried about our safety and security, and we don't stand up. We don't stand up and we don't support a good cause, we don't support our organizations, we don't do the right thing. When we see something wrong, brothers and sisters, we have to do something to change it because no one else out there is going to try and change it on our behalf. We talk all the time about Islam being the perfect way of life, being the deen that makes the most sense, that everything about it is just so wonderful and so beautiful. We cherish it. We cherish it. We are delighted about it. We admire so much. But when it comes to standing up and sharing this beauty of the deen with others, we are falling a little bit short. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us the strength and the discipline and to help us be inspired by the Quran and the experience of Hijrah and the character of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to do the right thing. Allahumma ameen.